long time. Long time. Me love you long time.
You don't hear you. Oh, man.
Holy shit.
Well, that's that. Now we just got one.
That's outrageous.
What the?
Oh, yes. It feels so good.
Whoa! No!
Yep. So you're stuck with you're stuck with that.
Woo!
How you doing?
And
Is it time?
welcome back, everybody. Wow.
We
What
actually didn't have like a video crash right there at the end.
No.
Well,
No, it's good.
yeah, we're getting better at this whole shebangity bang, ain't we?
Well, you know what? You figure, what episode is this?
11.
It's 11.
It's episode 11.
It's 11.
It's 11.
11. Oh, man, I was waiting for you to take advantage of that.
I know I should have. I'm sorry. My bad. So for 22, I'll do this, okay?
Sure, you can do that. All right, let's go ahead and take off these glasses. Welcome back, everybody. This is Literally No Sense, and we are the premier gaming talk show on the internet.
Yes, we are.
That's right.
You and I have very different definitions of premiere.
Yes.
I don't know whether that means that we're beginners or...
You know, I want to get this out here. This has just like been oozing to get out of my head. Guys, this is no holds barred. We don't give shit tits on this freaking episode. We are going to
drag out.
It's going down.
And you know, yeah, we're going to be throwing some potatoes and some rotten tomatoes and shit at some pretty big things today. And this is not going to be a peaches and roses fucking broadcast, okay? We're going to have fun.
You know those people that get ad supported because they are, they have specific arrangements with different companies and things like that. So they sweeten the pot to make you look better.
No.
Ain't gonna fly.
Ain't gonna fly.
Buddy.
Also, the other thing I want to say about this episode is that this is coming from three guys that have been in the industry for quite some time. Today is actually, these two didn't know this, today is actually my 3-year streamiversary.
Oh, damn.
Streamiversary. Oh,
Streamiversary. So, yes, 3 years that I've been streaming today. I know that Headwound has been streaming quite some time, and I know that Code has been streaming quite some time. We're very familiar with the services. We're very familiar with the ins and outs of what happens with streaming services. We're not uneducated buffoons, even though we are uneducated buffoons. That's beside the point. But the fact of the matter is that we have experience in this subject. Okay,
Yes,
a lot of it. So I believe that when it comes to the end of this, a lot of people will agree with what we're going to say, but we're not going to be sugarcoated.
No, this is not a sugarcoating show. At least this episode. For this week, we are going to skip any type of release notifications.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't look up any games or any movies or anything like that. Although there was an indication there's something happening right now, and you'll have to check it after stream.
Well, there's two things I wanted to hit. Yeah, go ahead and hit that one.
Well, it was I'm old. Tell me what it was.
SpaceX is attempting a water landing of a rocket. A water fucking landing of a freaking rocket.
Exciting.
What? What?
So exciting.
Okay, now
Well,
they have.
Keep in mind that SpaceX has been attempting water landings for a while.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they've only stuck a ground landing so far, but that takes entirely too much fuel to actually reposition the rocket and go back around. They want to do the water landing because their little drone barge that they're landing on, they want to move the landing pad. So basically, they launch the rocket and it takes
Move the
less
pad
fuel.
underneath it.
Yeah, it takes less fuel to do an arc than to go out and come back. So
Right.
they want to do an arc, and basically the landing pad moves to wherever the rocket's coming down and stick it.
And the
Yeah.
thing is this:
And
the thing about it is that yes, they're the only guys trying it. Okay, that's the key point: is that they're trying it. Okay.
Yeah.
They
don't care if they don't even care if they lose the rocket. I mean, they'll care a little bit, but
Yeah.
they're like, we're gonna YOLO.
Let's give it a try. The other thing that I wanted
They're like, we've already lost 5 trying to do
Yeah.
this. Fuck it.
Fuck it, here, what's another one? No, the other thing I wanted to mention plays into something that we've talked about a couple times on the show, and that's movie releases and stuff like that. And I've stated that Cloverfield needs to have a sequel. Go look up the video, 10 Cloverfield Lane. 10 Cloverfield Lane, baby. It is not necessarily a sequel, but it is said that it is in the same bloodline as Cloverfield, which means that it's in the Cloverfield world. But Headwound, what are we talking about today?
Tonight we are talking about our ratings for 4 different streaming services. For the last 2 weeks, I have been doing a multicast for Twitch.tv, Beam.pro, Hitbox.tv, and YouTube.com, specifically their YouTube gaming channel, just to see how they compare. Like, where are the people going to come from? How are the chat experiences going to be? And a whole bunch of other subjects. We're going to start off with the first subject, which is viewership. And Chaos, I'm going to let you take this one.
Okay, so viewership monthly. Okay, and these numbers, a couple of these numbers are relatively suggestive. Okay, and we're gonna.
My.
Obviously, YouTube gaming has the best viewership rating. Okay, meaning that they're pulling from their YouTube communities to pull viewership into the YouTube channel. So the numbers a tickle bit skewed, and it's really one of the only things that YouTube gaming actually. Never mind, I'm not going to say it. Anyway, so YouTube gaming. YouTube gaming starts out at the highest, and we have at 1 billion plus monthly annual viewership for.
And remember, this is not just the gaming.youtube. This is YouTube, because gaming.youtube doesn't have, a viewership indicator. So
Exactly! Because it's not YouTube gaming, it's YouTube with a rapper.
He's been wanting to say that for so long, you guys. He's like bursting. It's like written on his forehead that he's been wanting to say that. YouTube gaming came out first with that. Okay, the next one that came out of the gate, of course, is Twitch TV with 51.2 million monthly global unique viewers on YouTube gaming. Hitbox came out of the gate with 6.1 million, and Beam.pro came out with 1 million currently. Now, again, we've got a streaming service, Twitch TV, that's been in the house for what, 4 years now, 5 years now, with 51.2, and we've got. Go ahead. What do you want to say, Code?
Oh, no. I was agreeing. Something like that.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
No. I'm in a slow boil right now.
Oh, you're in a slow boil? Okay. We've turned down the heat just a little bit.
From Twitch right now are stagnating.
Yes.
We're actually seeing that number kind of stagnating because, and we'll get more into details as far as our opinions on why these numbers are what we are. I mean, we know the YouTube they're splitting their numbers between everything.
Right.
Everything YouTube. So we can't necessarily get
an accurate number on that.
It's very much an apples and oranges comparison when you try and look at numbers and say, okay, well, YouTube gaming has this much. No,
but still,
YouTube has this much. That's That's everybody from Markiplier all the way down to freaking Iraq
Chaos Chunk.
8888.
Yeah.
So we have to keep in mind, even though YouTube is getting this 1 billion views per month,
Hmm.
when you go to a YouTube channel, it does give you the option to watch their live stream if they are live.
Yes.
It
Yes.
does give that option. So pathetically, no.
Pathetically.
Pathetically.
Potentially, those can interpret into the gaming YouTube channel, but no one wants to see it. No one. If you're going to YouTube, you're going to watch something that you haven't seen in a while.
Hmm.
You want to watch now. It's a watch as you want to type of thing. And for a lot of the live streams, even if they're live streaming, a lot of people don't go into the live stream. They want to see their video that they came there for.
Right.
So
Right.
it's kind of it's one of those mixed bags.
Mhm.
Now, before we even continue on further from this, I want to explain something else. We also rated each one of the services based on the categories that we're actually talking about. So
Yes.
for viewership, we rated from 1 to 4, 1 being the least favorite to 4 being the best, and we did not duplicate any numbers. So, like, let's say we'll do this category, viewership. YouTube is getting to 1 billion hits per month. It gets a 4. It's the top most viewed channel.
Exactly. It gets a 4.
Twitch.tv gets a 3. It's second in line. Then we go to Hitbox, which is 6.1. They get a number 2, and then Beam.pro gets the 1 million, which they get a 1.
Which
Now,
the
these
thing
number-
with Beam, I gotta say something. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, now keep in mind, this is not like we think that we went unobjectively with
Yes.
this. Took exactly the facts.
Yes.
We put the number according to that.
Exactly. High.
You just got to keep it in mind. Now, it may not be our favorite choices for the different rankings, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So the one thing I want to note is that Beam.pro actually just went out of beta 2 weeks ago. Okay. Beam.pro is a new kid on the block, and they're already hitting 1 million. Okay. To me, that's in 150,000, I think, was another number. He gave me the numbers, and of course I can't remember how to. It's just the fact that they're already up there. Hitbox, I'm a little surprised, is at 6.1 million. I would expect, for as long as it's been around, for it to be higher. And I don't.
It's actually kind of subjective, because if you look at their numbers across the year, it averages out to about 6.3 million. But during what some would consider the prime time of streaming, which is in the summertime when everybody's off school and has nothing better to do, they actually peak at about 8.6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are the
And
numbers.
we just got a response from Matt in the chat at Beam.
Hi, Matt.
In the past 2 weeks since they've gone into their actual, live release, they've accumulated 600,000 in the past 2 weeks.
Yes. Thank you, Matt. Thank you very much. So, to me,
Nice.
that is nice, and that really shows the hard work that they've put into Beam. So let's go ahead and move over. Are you ready to move on to the next category?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, this one is
actually-
more of a code.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is codes.
Yes. So code, demographics, and geographical location. This was your, and we didn't rate this one. Go ahead.
Well, okay, so one thing to kind of consider with a streaming platform is kind of its demographic base. And this is actually very apparent in Hitbox. One thing that I noticed as a Hitbox streamer, if you are an English-speaking caster on Hitbox, you are very, very much underrepresented in the entire base. You see a lot more European streamers, Russian streamers, and generally just foreign language speakers streaming on Hitbox than you do English speakers. Now, I had originally thought that, okay, well, this is kind of an advantage, because English streamers kind of underrepresented. Anybody who's going to Hitbox and wants an English-speaking stream, they're going to notice me a lot faster. Not necessarily the case, because it also means that, generally speaking, a lot of the English-speaking viewers are just kind of pushed off because they don't have enough streams. So it's something really to consider. Some places have really pulled it off. Twitch TV, for example, I mean, it's
Yes.
worldwide. You
Yes.
can get freaking
Every nationality.
Yes, my train of
It's
thought
okay.
You
derailed.
get all
Everybody died.
the demographics.
The army
Right.
is still in you.
Hitbox, and again, I haven't actually spoken to Hitbox staffers to get these actual numbers. It's not something that they make publicly available, but just eyeballing it and looking at it, it really seems like Hitbox's primetime peaks during what you would consider to be kind of a European primetime, European evenings and stuff like that. And again, I see a lot more European and Russian streamers than I see English speakers. YouTube is YouTube. It's global.
Yeah.
And then it seems like Beam.pro is really more, it's focused more into the US.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing as far, and I concur. YouTube, Twitch, worldwide. I don't know that Twitch actually reaches as many countries as YouTube. But we can't actually bring it down to. But Matt may be able to clarify it. Is it primarily U.S. right now, or are we reaching other countries? That
Yeah,
could be a good question.
And one thing I want to
Hitbox, yeah, I concur. Hitbox, European, Russian,
Mhm.
kind of was my experience when I went there and I looked at all the top 100 channels that were live. That's pretty much all I was seeing.
So
we got Matt in the chat. Beam is about 47% US traffic.
Gotcha.
There you go.
So one thing I wanted to note is that this is the only category that we didn't rate 1 through 4. We specifically did not rate this 1 through 4 because we really didn't see how it had a bearing either way on anything. So we just decided not. This is the only one we didn't rate. Actually, hold on. Well, there's also another category farther down we didn't rate also. But
exactly.
yes, this one specifically we didn't rate 1 through 4. So basically, this is saying what's its reach, what's its audience, what's the reach, and that's basically why we want to say is that we really see that there is a difference here. Hitbox has more Europeans, and it's more of a European type of platform, but Twitch also has Europeans, but it also has Americans and stuff like that. And then you've got YouTube, which is, as they said, YouTube, and then you've got Beam just getting out of the gate with what Matt just said, 47%. U.S. viewers, so pretty much across the board, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which is really nice. Okay, so we're going to skip on, and we're going to get to the next category, which I'll cover, which is performance. Now, performance specifically for us as streamers and people who like to watch streams, we look at the chat response time, such as the latency and things like that, and the amount of time between when I say a word, somebody says that same word in the chat, and then I can see that in the chat. Now, when we're talking about, I'm going to go from the longest delay time to the shortest delay time, and we'll talk about each one. YouTube, 20 to 45 seconds.
Or more.
Or more. Yeah, I should have put a plus mark on the end right there.
20 to 25 seconds on a really good
45
day
seconds.
when nobody else is online.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yeah. It is ridiculous the amount of delay. Like, they don't even care about this. Like, chat
Right.
is secondary to it.
Right.
Then the second streaming, second best is, or the third best, I should say, is Twitch.tv, which had an average between 15 and 30 seconds.
That's
and this is
really generous.
This is
Yes.
even with their improvement, with their supposed change that they made to give you a faster response time for the chat.
And we were getting over a minute last night in my stream. It's bad. It's
as bad.
Yeah.
Third, or basically second fastest, is the Hitbox platform, which has been really good and been averaging somewhere between 2 and 6 seconds, which is incredible. I mean, that's really impressive.
Incredible. That's what Twitch was.
Really
two and a half years ago. Well, no, Twitch has never been that good. But before Twitch made that big move where they shit on chat interaction with this, where they made it the 30 to 45 seconds, they were down in the 20s or something like that, and then they made some change that where they sacrificed chat response for video quality, which was never mind.
Yeah. But we get to the best service that we have seen for chat responses, and the fastest responses from chat is Beam.pro.
Yes.
Yes, it has been incredible. Now, the service, as far as I know, and Matt, yeah, he's actually indicated in chat, 250 milliseconds is the potential for Beam.
Right.
But what I have seen on average is anywhere between like a second and a half to 6 seconds, but generally lower. I've never seen 6 seconds.
Right.
It's always faster.
And
It's always faster.
I think that one of the reasons, there's like three major reasons why Beam takes by far the lead on this. Okay, first of all, their normal is, what is it, 2 to 6 is what we said. Just their normal chat, how long it takes to respond is 2 to 6. On top of that, they have FTL. Okay, and on top of that, they take it to the next level. Okay, that meaning that they are making this a priority in their system because they understand how much this means to an interactive stream. Okay, and in having that mind thought, the only caveat that I have to this, and I actually just found this out yesterday, which I understand that you have a small team and you can't really produce for everything. I am very disappointed that FTL is not going to be for XSplit out the bat, okay, which puts me in a very difficult position on whether I'm going to decide to go for it or not. I would have liked to have seen it being co-developed for OBS and XSplit because a lot of people use both, but other than that, Beam by far with the 250 millisecond faster than light potential, and that they're actively working on making it better, puts them in the number one spot.
You
Incredible.
could just join the rest of the actual professional streaming world and use OBS and stop giving XSplit your money.
I love you, Code 10.
But the
You
thing
do
is,
know
like,
that I
now-
used OBS for 2.5 years.
Nowadays, we don't even need to necessarily worry about that because we have the Restream.io service, which is something that we had all talked about, which is a service that allows us to multicast to different services without taking up the multicast bandwidth that it would require at our own residence or whatever.
Mhm.
So, anyways, so the next discussion we're going to get to is some transcoding
Coding
options.
options.
Chaos. What do
All
we got?
right, so I scored in transcoding options. What we have here is we're going to start with the lowest to the highest. The lowest on transcoding options out the gate is Twitch TV, and not
We're
only
talking not partnered.
not part
I go
right,
into a stream and into a streaming service and I hit the button.
and I hit the button. Okay, there are no transcoding options. Okay, this severely hampers people that are first starting to get streaming. This is a huge negative to Twitch. Okay,
Yes.
the fact that they don't give better quality options to people when they come to stream is crazy, because it really, if the person is streaming at blah and I can't handle this, I can't downgrade to watch them. Okay, that's huge. So we scored Twitch TV being the worst at transcoding options. The next one after that is where's number 2?
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
It is.
So the next one is it really, is Beam really?
And we shouldn't say it as worst.
It is
because
not
there
worst,
is
right.
only one worst.
Yeah.
But this other service
Mhm.
is better.
Is right. Okay, so the next best service is Beam Pro, which gives you 480p out the gate and source. Okay, which is very, very nice. Okay, so that
Yes.
way, if I'm casting at 720 and you can't handle that, you can bop down to 480, which is freaking awesome. Okay.
Love it.
The next one after that is which is kind of interesting. Code, can you please explain Hitbox's number for me?
So, Hitbox, I tried to dig into it a little bit, and I don't really have an effective answer for you as to what their like secret mojo is. Okay,
Uh-huh.
because the way it works out with you know, I mean, if we're going to compare apples to apples, if we were looking at Twitch, if I was to broadcast the way I do on Hitbox on Twitch, which is 720p 60 at 2500 bitrate, I would actually buffer out a good portion of my audience just because of the way the Twitch source engine works. However, 720p 30 at 2500 bitrate is actually kind of the minimum requested by Hitbox. So they've got some kind of inbuilt like low-cost transcoding in of itself to allow that to be kind of the minimum. Yes, there are still some buffering issues on certain people who have just absolute potatoes for PCs, but their quality out the gate is definitely better. Now, the way the transcoding works, the actual transcoding engine where you can drop down, come up, you know, select source, whatever, so on and so forth, that is reserved for people with 75 plus concurrent viewers. So they have a full-fledged engine in there, and the bar to entry is actually lower than I've seen on any other streaming service yet. But you do have to hit that 75 concurrent viewer mark to actually have the engine.
Okay, so we may actually have to rescore this category.
Yes. I do believe that we should flip Beam and Hitbox.
Yeah,
in
because
my
what I'm
humble
hearing
opinion.
from you, Code, is that Hitbox, if I am a beginning streamer and I have 0 viewers, I'm going to give everybody source, and that's it.
And that's the same as Twitch.
Yes. But as I said, something about the way Hitbox does it delivers it better.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know, I would rate Hitbox above Twitch simply because, you know...
We don't want to change the numbers now, but I think that those numbers should probably change. It's not going to change our end results at all. As a matter of fact, it just more confirms our end result.
Yes.
So, but there's the last one that we haven't mentioned yet, and that's YouTube. YouTube is the top one. It basically, blah, here's everything. Have a nice day. Blah. We'll give it any quality you want. There you go.
Disgusting.
So YouTube gaming takes the cake on transcoding because you basically can watch it at anything that you want and so on and so forth. So that
does it do it on the fly transfer for streaming?
I don't fucking know.
That's going to be the thing because uploads I don't think it does, because when you upload a video like I can upload a video at 720p, and it literally it took, like, when I uploaded my video at 720p, it literally took a day before 720p and 1080p was available. I don't think it does on the fly transcoding like that.
Well, and as Matt just said, the 240, 360, 480, 720.
I'm looking at the Literally No Sense channel on YouTube. I am seeing auto 144p, 240p, 360p, 480p, 720p.
There you go. So that right there nails it. Okay, that's
Matt, yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, there, you know, and I'm not sitting here saying no, you're wrong. No, you're absolutely right. I was just saying, you know, based upon my experience, and again, thinking about it, YouTube being who they are, they probably have the most horsepower for transcoding of any of the services.
Exactly, and we know that. It's all about the money, and we affects how viewers view channels, okay? Mm-hmm. That's what this is all about.
It's a major thing on quality.
Yes, major thing on quality. So, we're going to go on to VODs next, right?
Yes.
Okay, do you want Code to handle that, or you want to handle that?
Code?
Go ahead. Because okay, and I say that because literally, like, I care about VODs, but I don't.
Recorded your live session, it goes live, and then you can go ahead and go back and watch it at any time. Now, the way that we actually rated this was not on the quality of the VODs, but the time that the VODs will stay in place.
Available. Stay available.
You know,
before they go night-night.
Now, the currently, Beam is not off. Well, and this is just what was in the spreadsheet. I didn't get the number myself, but it indicates 1 day, and Matt can confirm this.
Yeah.
This is the least amount of time that a VOD will be available on Beam. I don't know potentially if the partner arrangement will increase that number, or if storage will become available where you can store more VODs.
And it may be the most recent VOD, but it only stores one VOD for whatever amount of time. basically, is what it does.
Okay. Okay. Clarify this.
Okay.
What it is that you get one VOD
Yeah.
for your channel.
And I'm still
And
happy rating it where we rated it because
your VOD is there, and it will be there forever.
Mhm.
But the moment that you initiate another stream, that VOD will go away, and that new live stream.
the show. We have tweeted is that we were going to do the show about. Okay. And yeah, we may be three guys that don't have a lot of influence. Okay. But the fact of the matter is this. Matt from Beam is the only one that is here watching the show and being vocal. Okay. I know that Twitch, I know people at Twitch, there's people at Twitch that can easily open up a fucking computer and watch the fucking show and defend their shit. Now, I don't even think YouTube has real human beings working for them. and the fact of the matter is
Where's the bot?
Exactly. And I'm not
Error,
actually watching the
error.
Hitbox channel, so I couldn't speak for.
Had community managers show up in our channel.
Right. So I'm just trying to say though, Matt is here giving us real-time information about his service, about us have the ability to also do this, okay? And to me, I know that Beam is, we have to say it is small and is upstarting and probably has, you really care about what people say and what people say about your service, then shit like this is where you need to be.
Yes. And by the way, guys, just so you know, we are going to be holding a Q&A session after our initial discussions on everything. So if you need your input, we are going to ask it, and you can go ahead and give it, and we'll comment and everything on that. Now, continuing on for the VODs. The second rank, or the third rank as far as best to lowest, whatever, is Twitch. Twitch holds on to their VODs for 2 weeks. It used to be a lot longer, which is really nice.
Yes.
Yeah, but now, no.
We don't have 980 million to buy more storage and be more stuff to
You're
send out
owned
emails.
by Amazon now. You have so much money and so many resources. Why the hell aren't you? Anyway,
Why? Why?
I don't get it. I don't get it. And then
Just for that, we should have scored them
Hitbox comes
last.
up next. Supposedly, they do also have a 2-week period, and the only reason that we gave Twitch the number 2 versus Hitbox having the number 3 is because we like Hitbox better. Literally.
Because we like
No
Hitbox
other
better.
reason. And then, of course, the big behemoth YouTube, which is specialized. Their service is video on
Videos.
demand.
Yes.
Unlimited. There you go. You can't beat it. That's it.
Right. So
Now, we're going to move on directly into the next category because we got a long show still coming.
yes.
Chatbots. And I love this image. I love it.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Will Robinson. Ah! Okay, now when we're talking about the chatbots, we are not talking about the viewer bots.
Which
We're
we
not
will
talking-
discuss.
The
Yes.
viewbots.
at some point. We're talking about the ability to have a computerized character in your chat that answers questions automatically, issues commands, and different things of that sort. Now, I went through, and because the majority of these services do offer server and client-side bots that have been made available by different amazing people, I'm just going to say, Twitch, Beam, Hitbox. You did it right. The people that are in those places, you got server bots available, and you also got client-side bots. So if you don't want to be subjected to the server environment, you can have it on your own computer. You can take full control.
Like DeepBot.
Everything's great.
Yeah, DeepBot is a perfect example of that. So yes.
Exactly. DeepBot, OnkBot, BlipBot for Beam, and a whole bunch of other ones. YouTube does not offer a server-side bot system, but they do have client-side bots available. And the only reason that they have that is because the bots read the chat directly then respond to it,
Right.
which is
Now, this is the other section that we did not rate. We did not give this any rating across the board. We really didn't see how it would play a role because it's not really something that the services really can control, okay, unless they go out and write their own bots. I don't know if Blipbot, I know Blipbot is written by Matthew, and there's a lot of integration there with Beam and so on and so forth, but
Isn't Moobot
Okay.
Moobot kind of in the Twitch
Yes.
umbrella? Yeah, because I know
yes, because they got a lot of
Nightbot.
promotion. from
Right,
them.
I know Nightbot is actually a separate development, and there's like the way Nightbot works. There's even a lot of like Twitch staff that are kind of uncomfortable about it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Moobot, I think, is Twitch integration.
well, you know, and I'm going to mention this just because I want to mention it and because I'm an asshole. I was in a meeting with Twitch at the first PAX, and in that meeting, which was a partnership only meeting, meaning that nobody else was allowed in there except for Twitch and partners. Okay, they blatantly, specifically stated that they do use a bot, and I'm going to tell you all right here, right now, you should not be using Nightbot.
Yeah.
That's
Or they've hacked people's computers. God knows what. They've got some server nets, and they're individual accounts that are all hitting the channel all at the same time. The viewer count. Now they may be stupid bots, which means that they don't talk at all and they just view, or they may be intelligent bots, which means that they stick in random comments that have nothing to do with the broadcast whatsoever. Like it's just saying hi. Something like
mine.
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 Mine. Did you hear what
mine,
that bitch Becky
mine,
said?
Mine.
Yes,
Mine.
exactly.
Mine.
Who's
What did he say?
Becky?
Mine.
Exactly.
The one thing I
Mine.
want.
The one-
Fine.
Go ahead.
This
Go-
burns me right here.
Uh-huh.
Twitch says that they don't like the bots, but they're not being proactive with them.
Enough.
They're
Enough.
being, and when I mean proactive, I mean catching the bot immediately and taking care of it, and not letting it continue on.
Right.
What they do is they do after the fact. So they'll once a week, and this has been told by me by Twitch staff,
Mm-hmm.
that once a week they'll go through and they will scan their database for IPs that have been followed on multiple channels at the exact same time, or that are in multiple channels and talking at the exact same time. Then they will go ahead and remove those IPs from the list. But the thing is, there's no logical thing in the background to distinguish between, let's say, I just obtained a new IP address for my home router last week, literally.
Right.
What if this IP address was owned by a bot last week? And suddenly I followed maybe 2 or 3 channels today. Now this bot goes through and I'm no longer now following those channels because they've removed it from the system.
And this has been a blatant thing that has happened to many of us,
And
where
this
we have had
happens-
people just out of the blue unfollow our freaking channels all the freaking time. Chronic unfollowing of channels. Okay, my channel has stagnated in followers over the last 6 months to a year, where I can't seem to get out of the 5,000s, the 59, the 58, 56, 59 range. Okay, all because of this issue.
Yeah.
There was something else that I wanted to put out here, and a lot of people are the people that are smart and sit back and go blah, 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 you know, and oh, penny pincher, blah, blah, blah. You know, listen, a lot of people flat out say, what does it matter if? Why do you need a bot? Why? What does it mean? Oh my God! Okay, let me tell you what it means. Okay, it's quite simple. It's all about where you're listed on the page. Okay, and if anybody tells you any differently, or anybody tries to shove down your throat that is a different quotient, they're wrong. Okay, when you bring up your iPad here and you go to Twitch and you have Joe Blow in the category, those are the top 3 people, okay, that are in the category. Okay, and they're listed there because of the number of people. Now, 99.9% of the time, everybody's going to just choose those top 3 people, and they're never going to go below that. Okay? That is why you see the top people on any category always have the most numbers, always gain the most numbers, and always gain the most followers. That is why people bought. They bought themselves up into those positions so that they can start gaining legitimate viewers in their channel, no matter whether they're talented or not. Okay? And this is an unfair advantage to those of us who have a sense of integrity in our bones, unlike
Yeah.
Cotem.
And unfortunately, I feel it needs to be said. I don't know that there is a solution. I'm not offering a solution.
Right.
I hope that one day we don't have to worry about this type of system. But it's the same.
No, there is a solution. It's just the same solution as it's just the same solution as we have for like a DDoS system. Now,
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
and it's there are certain ways that you can verify a connection. I don't know that it's entirely possible because I know for Twitch and Hitbox and some of the other ones, their underlying backend for their chat is IRC, which, by the way, is
IRC.
about as old as the internet.
Yes.
But
IRC.
if there was, I'm more than certain somebody who's paid a lot more money than me to know this crap can devise a method to verify a individual person, and basically, you know, okay, so we've got this person trying to come into this chat. We've got these 50 people just popped in, tried to come into this chat. Let's do a quick verification run. Okay, these are all bullshit. Get the hell out of here.
It's simple. Message to screen. Hi, are you real? Yes, no. Hi, are you real? Yes, no. It's that fucking simple.
It could be.
Are you real? Yes,
a lot
no.
of people say, well, what about like Nightbot and Moobot and so on and so forth? You could just whitelist them.
You whitelist them. You have a whitelisting process where somebody like Knight, and I hate to use the term as Knight, comes along, talks to Twitch. I have a bot. I want to put it on. This is his name. Then you don't have the problem, okay, of trying to introduce a new bot and it getting banned in 20 different fucking channels. Listen, this isn't rocket science, people. Okay, I'm an uncollege educated person. I can figure out solutions to these problems. No, I don't know a lot about computers and stuff like that, but I do know that they can put up a thing on your screen that asks a yes or no question. They do it all the time on Twitch. Okay, so go ahead. I think we've killed this dead horse. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's continue on.
First of all,
I mean,
I think
Matt's in Beam right now saying
it
it's not
may
that simple.
ruin the user experience. And what I've
Yeah.
thought about as far as like, I even talked to the guys at Twitch about this, and I don't want to get into this being the entire show, us talking about this. So I'm gonna
Yes,
make it
I
very
agree. Let's
short.
move on. Yes.
In fact, actually, I don't even want to do this. I was going to get into it, but I realized it's not going to be that. It's going to be a longer discussion. I don't want.
All right, let's move
Are
on.
we okay with moving on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Interactivity. Code. Go for it.
So rating the different services based upon their interactivity. This, some of this could be actually kind of subjective, and it is what it is. But we basically rated it. Beam Pro scored the top score, and that is they have their new interactive stream system, which I think is really awesome. Niche product, but awesome. They have their point systems leveling up, and then the chat polls and so on and so forth. Hitbox landed right behind them with their chat polls. Yeah, very close.
very close. We actually flipped those, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have their chat polls, their giveaway options, Twitter integration, so on and so forth. Honestly, the only reason that Beam actually jumped ahead of Hitbox in this was, I believe, with the interactive stream system.
Mm-hmm.
When we were talking about this, I actually argued it a little bit because I was like, I really don't think we should consider interactive streams because it's a very niche product. Not everybody's going to do it. Not everybody's going to even like it. I'm one of those guys that I saw Twitch plays Pokemon, and I'm like, this is stupid, and left.
Right.
So, it is what it is. Consider what you will. Hitbox and Beam were very, very neck and neck on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Hitbox has their chat polls giveaways. and stuff like that, sticky messages, that all integrated straight into the dashboard. Straight from the dashboard, I can do a giveaway, a poll. I can do whatever I want. And they also have in the chat itself, there is you can actually lock it down to subscribers and mods only, or open it up public. You can throw GIFs in there, moving GIFs. You can have YouTube links that populate directly in the chat. And there's also the Twitter integration where if I mention, hey, blah, 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 you should check my Twitter feed, you ain't got to go anywhere. You can just click a tab right there on the chat and boom, there's my Twitter feed, and you can check out what I was talking about, so on and so forth. So very neck and neck between Hitbox and Beam on that one. Twitch TV, as far as interaction goes, all of their interaction within their chat is third-party stuff interacting with the Twitch API. So yes, you can go to straw poll and create a straw poll and load it into the chat, and a little banner will come down on the chat saying straw poll, vote here. And then there's Twitch Plays, which is literally a bot integration, so on and so forth. The fact of the matter is Twitch landed next to dead last because they rely on outside services to provide the interactive content. They're not doing anything for themselves.
Not only that, but the Twitch Plays theme is
it wasn't even their idea.
Pretty close to that. Like they had a fish play Pokemon, and then they came out with Twitch Plays Minecraft for a while, which you probably didn't even hear, but there actually was. But it's not. They're not anything.
Yeah, they haven't come with anything up with themselves. They don't have anything that's original. So that's why. But why don't you discuss the last one?
And then landing dead last was, of course, YouTube, who doesn't do anything and doesn't have a public API for anybody to do anything with them. So
you suck.
You suck, YouTube.
They have no interest. Absolutely no interest in interactivity besides maybe giving you the ability to chat.
Right.
And not very quickly.
Beam closely took the gold medal on this one, and very much a second place, very, very close, was Hitbox. So, but the other two.
One of the things that I understand where Matt is going with the whole points and leveling system in the interactive streams, and I think that the potential of this is really,
huge.
Really awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, I think I'm excited for what I see out of Beam. So I mean, don't get me twisted here, guys.
But Twitter integration.
And that's pretty major. Like Matt isn't. I know when I originally saw. When I originally looked at Beam in its beta format, isn't Beam integrated with Player.me? Feel free to answer that. Yeah. But like personally, I think I like Player.me, but I'm not going to sit here and delude myself. Twitter is the platform right now. They are the major social media platform, especially for gamers and Twitch or gamers and streamers and so on and so forth. So to have that integration into the Twitter API, I think it's essential.
Oh, damn.
Oh, Matt just dropped the bomb.
Oh, damn.
Matt just dropped the bomb.
Like next 6 hours. Look at him go. Bang. Boom.
Okay, for those people on Twitch, YouTube, and Hitbox, Matt from Beam has just announced in our chat that Twitter login is coming today in about 6 hours.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Nice.
Holy crap.
Bam. Solid first place now.
Yeah. All right.
Well, let's move on to what are the partnership features. What are the features that you get when you get a partnership?
Right.
And I'll go ahead and cover this. So, the first out the door, or actually, let's see, the least favorite of them all, YouTube. Congratulations, you got last place. No surprise.
No surprise.
As a partner on YouTube, you are allowed to monetize your videos. As long as none of your videos have any copyrighted content that our freaking Nazi guard of bots can discover and ding your account for. That's all you get.
That's all you get.
That's it.
It's a fucking joke.
It's ridiculous. Like,
It's
if you want,
ridiculous.
I mean, it, anyways, we hear the people that are. Oh, okay, I'll get off of it. I'm sorry. Twitch, second place, or second to last.
The second to last.
You get your sub icons. You finally get transcoding,
Woo!
and you get a revenue split for the ads and for your subscriberships.
Mhm.
Okay, that's something. That's something. We then move to Hitbox, which is actually pretty decent. You get your sub icons, you get your emojis, you get your revenue split, and you get transcoding. So you get an extra little bit above the Twitch. So
The caveat is Hitbox TV has an open partnership program. You can like literally today, if you wanted to, you could go to hitbox.tv, make an account, click a few buttons, provide a few information, and you've got a channel with the subscribe button. You can be an open partner. However, some of those features, such as the transcoding engine, do not show up until you have more than 75 concurrent viewers. So keep that in mind.
okay, there we go. And then the winner of this category is Beam. And holy crap, the list of things that you get. Sub icon, additional transcoding options, revenue split, you get Beam Pro.
Beam Pro.
And what was it? There was some like
a hoodie. You get a
you
hoodie.
get a hoodie.
You get a
rock
hoodie.
a bomb ass hoodie, yo.
You gotta
Dude.
rock a bomb ass Beam hood. That's what I'm all about. I want to just become a partner on Beam just so I can get a freaking hoodie. I just want a hoodie.
So, Matt, since we're already dropping bombs up in the chat, when is BeamCon coming on?
Yeah, where's BeamCon? Show off a little no sub process.
Yeah,
They have a really nice sub process too. Nice. Never have to leave the
there it
site to
is.
join. Wow.
Oh, really?
We do have our own
Have their
convention.
own convention. Holy crap!
Wait a minute. Isn't
Matt,
that the
I
one
need to
that's
hear
in
more about
Texas? Isn't that It's not ArcadiaCon. It is
ArcadiaCon
ArcadiaCon.
each year.
Yes,
It is
it's
ArcadiaCon.
ArcadiaCon. Yep, ArcadiaCon each year. It's in Florida
Oh,
now.
why is it in Florida, the dick of America? Jeez.
Oh, you look at the shape, it's kind of obvious.
So Beam
All right.
definitely takes it on
That
this one
is,
specifically
the
because of the hoodie.
partnership feature. And next up, we got how much is a sub?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So out of the gate, YouTube Gaming is the
Yay!
least one because why? There is no sub option.
Fail.
Actually, they do have a subscribe button, but it's the same exact thing as a follow button. So
It's the same subscribe button that you get on the regular YouTube site. Why? Because it's YouTube.
Because it's
It's
YouTube.
a shiny wrapper.
Already ever. So the next one after that is and I don't know why we well, the next one is Beam. Beam is $5.99 and we gave that the bronze medal. And then after that would be a split. I don't know how we decided what got what. I think it was just personal preference here.
I think no, go ahead. Sorry.
I think it was just personal preference here because the silver medal went to Twitch TV at $4.99 a month and Hitbox TV at $4.99 a month at gold. And I think that just because we wanted to give Hitbox a little bit of a chance in this run up here, we gave it a gold medal there.
Well, I mean, you realistically think about it. You realistically think about it with Hitbox, like Beam, the subscription process is all integrated directly into the site. It's not third-party supported.
Mm-hmm.
With Twitch, the subscriber integration is entirely third-party. Not only are you paying through a third-party website, any integration like, you know, subscriber this or hey, you can join our sub only, so on and so forth. It's all through third-party programs. So Hitbox really kind of gets out ahead just because they're actually taking ownership of their own subscription process.
Right. We also need to, it was just mentioned here that we also need to talk about YouTube Red. And we're going to do that on the
Which
next one. Okay.
that's coming up next.
Okay, go ahead. Yes, next. Okay. So, yeah, who wants to take YouTube? Wants to take that? The next category.
Ad free. How much does it cost?
For ad free, to get no ads. How much does it cost? Go ahead, Code.
Okay, so well, right now, coming in. What the hell did we do here?
With the
Okay.
honorable mention.
Yeah, coming in with the honorable mention is Hitbox TV. Hitbox, to my knowledge right now, does not have any sort of special ad-free system. I could be completely wrong because I could swear that they do, but I couldn't find it immediately. So as it were right now, Hitbox has no sort of ad-free integration, so on and so forth. But, however, you have to keep in mind that Hitbox actually doesn't integrate ads by default. Anybody who's on Hitbox actually has to physically click a button to throw ads into their channel. Now, I do because it's actually part of my contract as a Hitbox streamer. I do at least 2 ad breaks per stream. But if I wasn't in that contract, it would be entirely optional to have ads on my stream anyway.
In my humble opinion, you should the ad should be rolled at when you leave the stream. Okay.
Right.
You should not bar
entrance
into a channel.
Trying to find the right spot. But there's obviously an advantage to doing it because as long as you have an option to monetize, like you have your account information in there, if you run ads and you have viewers and those ads registered as being delivered to those viewers, they're not ad blocked or anything like that, you get a split of the revenue for those impressions. Obviously that's not a lot. I run one ad split, I probably get like a half a cent. But you can think for somebody who has hundreds to thousands of viewers, that can actually get pretty significant. So there are incentives to doing it, but again, it actually requires a physical press of a button on my dashboard to do it. Okay. So keep that in mind.
Let's take a look at this a little bit deeper. Ad-free is the ability for somebody to purchase the so that they don't have to see ads.
Right. Which is,
but it's not only that. This is also the Twitch Turbo thing where you get special colors on your name and things like that. So there's other features that are thrown in on top of this, and I think that's how we rated some of this.
Badge, you call that an extra feature?
Shiny what?
Specialized emoticons, being able to change the color of your name, the different things like that. Just little minor things, but the ultimately is what my look at it is, it's a way for you to support all the streamers.
Yes.
Without having to see the ads for anybody.
The meat and potatoes of it is the ad removal. That's the main
draw.
Yes,
that's the main draw.
That's why we're really looking at it. Yes, there are other things to consider and so on and so forth. I'll get down to it. Hitbox gets the honorable mention. They don't actually have an ad removal premium account process. But it's kind of a wash because again, ad removal or ads being on the stream is an actual, the streamer has to do it. Anyway, so coming in at third place, bronze would be YouTube Red, which I know a lot of content producers on YouTube were fucking sky is falling mode when YouTube Red was announced. At $9.99. Now, for $9.99, YouTube Red basically cuts out all the ad integrations across YouTube. Your B-rolls and stuff like that, stuff that's actually in the video, obviously that's still going to be there, but the actual ad breaks are gone.
There are extra features that you get, but we're only detailing on the price pretty much right now.
Right. So $10 a month, and you can shop YouTube ad-free. Coming in with the silver medal is Twitch Turbo at $8.99 a month. Once again, removing all monetized ads from Twitch and so on and so forth. And then taking the gold is Beam Pro with GoPro at $7.99 per month.
There you go.
One thing I want to say that when Twitch came across with Turbo, it used to be that if you subscribed to a person's channel, that was the reason for subscribing to the channel, that you didn't get ads on their channel. And then they shit turbo on everybody, and that took away the reason for people to, one of the reasons for people to sub to somebody's channel. Okay, so I don't know if I agree or disagree with that. I honestly, they had to make Twitch Turbo lucrative for people to purchase, but once again, I don't think that they took enough thought into the actual broadcaster when they made the decision to do that. So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Well, I think that as they develop these different pro services, these ad-free services, the prices correspond to also the level of service that you're actually getting and the extras. So YouTube Red actually offers a lot of services besides just ad-free viewing. You get their music services for free. You get their premium video channels for free. So there's a potential boon for that. Twitch gives you the extra services, the extra coloring, emoticons, different, which is not that much. It's kind of down there as far as the services. And then, of course, the GoPro services for Beam. Not sure what you actually get because I have not experienced it.
You get that fuzzy feeling inside that you're supporting Beam.
You get a fuzzy feeling.
Warm and fuzzy.
There you go. And that's also might be represented of like the price level of being $7.99.
Yeah. I wish I could say, okay, official. I wish I could say right, like off the top of my head, what it is that you get from Beam. I'm just blanking it right now, and I'm sorry. I kind of wish that we would have broke this out by features and listed the number of the features that we had instead of just going by the number, and maybe that would have skewed things. We just basically doing that would have complicated things a little bit more, and I think we were running out of time, so that's why we decided to just go by dollar amount. Ultimately, what you guys need to look at is this. This is like going to one of those dinners where you pay $1,000 a plate for a dinner. This is just supporting. Okay, this is a support mechanism. Okay,
supports the platform.
It supports the platform, and whether or not supporting the platform is, gives you all these kudos with it. The fact of the matter is, it's the same reason that you subscribe to a person's channel. You're subscribing to Twitch. You're subscribing to Beam, and so on and so forth. That's really what.
And the title of this category for us was "How much is ad free?"
How much is ad free? Exactly. Yeah. There you go.
And all right. Just keep it in mind, because I know. I think it was you, Kev, that mentioned. It's kind of a method to support all the streamers. Mm-hmm. I don't really see it that way. You're supporting the platform because let's face it, for all the money that Twitch rakes in on Turbo, the streamers like me, we didn't see shit.
Right.
I mean, to be perfectly honest. So, and I don't really know where I'm going with this. I'm kind of ranting and raving right now, but just it's a way to support the platform. I'm not saying it's bad. A lot of it actually gives you some really cool features. If you want to do it, go for it. But don't look at it and be like, okay, well, I can either subscribe to this streamer or I can go pro. And, if I go...
It's different.
If I do this, then I'm still supporting him. Don't really look at it that way.
No.
If you want to support the streamer, support the streamer.
Subscribe to the streamer.
Yeah. Right.
There you go.
All right.
The next category we're going to hit up is the ease of navigation. This is involving searching, general browsing, and the viewing options.
Can I?
Yes, you
can. Go.
Okay.
Go. Do it!
Technically, the Get Fucked Award is YouTube Gaming. YouTube Gaming got rated by Chaos with a 3. Headboom got a 4.
Oh, okay.
And I gave it a 3.
Oh, yes,
so,
that's right.
Rated this from 1 to 10, basically.
Yeah, this is a 1 to 10 rating, and let me tell you, nobody got a 10.
No.
Okay.
No, but definitely walking away with the Get Fucked Award is YouTube Gaming, because quite frankly, YouTube Gaming is a mess.
It is.
And their search integration, although yes, probably optimized for games, doesn't really count. And that is actually one of my biggest bitches with YouTube, is you can tell, like, they're not even doing a good job of hiding the fact that it's just YouTube with a wrapper, because showcasing it on their main front page, they will showcase videos
over
before they
over
showcase live
live
streams.
streamings. I mean,
Yes.
okay, that right there, that is it in a nutshell. Okay, you are not a streaming service if you showcase videos over live streams. The videos shouldn't even be on the fucking page, people. Okay? They shouldn't be on the page.
When you go to gaming.youtube.com and you actually look at it, there will be one live broadcast at the very top, and then right underneath it is listings of VODs.
Yeah. Why?
What?
Why?
Yeah.
And then
And
below
then
that,
trying to find a streamer that maybe you're trying, like one of your favorite streamers is like, hey, I'm checking out YouTube, come find me. Trying to find them is nigh impossible.
Yeah.
And just like branding and so on and so forth. This is something that I wanted to mention, and I think now is a good time as any.
Yeah.
One of like the most critical things of getting started as a streamer is your branding.
It's your brand.
You have to be easy to remember. I'm sorry, but if you're freaking Joe Blow 1987 23 420 quick no scope blaze it, nobody's gonna find you, dude.
Yeah.
So having a simple short link to that somebody can remember is going to be the easy way to do it. On YouTube, you have to have your first 100 subscribers before you can even consider it. Okay. I'm sorry, but like I've been streaming on Hitbox now. I switched from Twitch to Hitbox. I've been streaming on Hitbox for 4 months now. I still haven't hit that number. So,
all right.
Yeah.
YouTube sucks.
Yeah.
YouTube
YouTube
sucks.
blows.
Move
Anyway,
on.
moving on. Coming in with the bronze medal is Hitbox TV, actually, with a 4 rating all around from all of us. Now, Hitbox, they do some things better than YouTube, but their integration of their search, their ability to browse, really, I just don't feel like it's there. It's pretty difficult to search out a specific game. It's one of the major difficulties of Hitbox, especially for me, is it's very difficult to search out a specific language of streams, which blows me away because actually on my dashboard I can set the language of the stream. And when anybody's searching through the list, they see my stream, they see the American flag and the British flag indicating that I'm an English speaking streamer. So why in the hell can't I sort and search for specific language streams so I'm not surfing through a sea of French and Russian and
Bullshit,
Slovakian to find freaking
Betis
that's not an actual
Slovakian?
language. I just pulled that out of my ass.
It sounds great.
That was awesome. I want to make a note here on this, okay? In what we're talking about here is this is our personal experiences with these websites, okay? This is not, I'm the website designer and I can go, bloop, 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 there it is, okay? This is us coming to the site, attempting to navigate it, and this is our rating, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There may be an easy way to do that. We just haven't found it, okay? And if we haven't found it,
readily apparent. And
that's-
honestly,
that's-
like
That's one of the things.
yeah,
that's basic web coding. Okay, you have when somebody comes onto your website, you have 3 seconds to grab their attention, or they're
Mhm.
gone.
right.
So if if we can't find these features within, like actively looking, if we can't find it within 15 to 20 seconds, it's bad.
It's
So,
yeah, I totally agree and 110% with that. Yeah. So anyway,
All right.
what's next?
So
got the silver.
coming in at second place, Beam Pro. Beam, for their integration with all their searches and browsing and so on and so forth, scored an 8 from Chaos, a 6 from Headwound, and a 7 from me. And honestly, I probably rated it the way I did just because I didn't have a lot of time to really dig into it and check it out and see what was going on. So
And what I'd like to do is I'd like to get into this one a little bit because there are things that I see because I'm actively doing Beam a lot lately. And for me, when you go to the Beam and you browse, there is this left-hand bar, and that left-hand bar it needs some improvement.
On
It's
Beam
ugly.
or on Twitch?
On Beam.
Okay.
Like if you go to that left sidebar, it's got the games, and half of them got these little dots on of them. Maybe using the custom icon for the game might make things a little bit better.
Looking at Matt just said, we have a lot
Yes.
of work to do there. You're absolutely right. The thing about this is they scored second place with still needing work to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I gotta
Yeah.
tell you, as far as like the search is brilliant.
Yeah.
The search works,
Yeah.
and so don't change that. The search absolutely works. The introduction of channels and which ones are live and which ones are not, love it. The fact that you put your if you have followed anybody and you go to the browse streams, your people that you follow is right there. The onlines were right below it. Love
Yeah.
it, love it.
Right.
So definitely keep
So-
that up.
Coming in at first place, and guys, I want you to understand exactly how close this was.
This was
Yes.
close.
Beam Pro had a 7 rating based upon an average. Twitch TV takes the gold medal with a 7.3. Okay? We hated to do this, but
Yes.
we
Yes.
all agree that if Twitch did anything, if they got anything right, it was their categorization, their browsing, their search, and their integration to find what you want to find on the site.
Right.
Yes.
So
And find it within those 3 seconds.
Yes.
Twitch
Mhm.
Twitch takes the cake right now because, for everything that they fuck up, they got it right for being able to jump around the site.
Right. And they're continuously improving. There's and I definitely told you guys I wanted to mention this. There is a point where I don't like what Twitch does, and that's when you're on your page and you want to go back to that name drop down thing. You have to go back out to get to that name drop down to do that. Okay. I also have to say that their search feature, I've had issues with it. And that's I those are the only things. But other than that, there's the third thing that I want to mention about Twitch is they have an ease of use because they don't have a lot of things to do.
True.
Yeah, I think we also all agree that Twitch has a better all-around experience for the browsing center point and the searching and the viewer options. Now, we did mention viewer options, but we didn't actually touch in what that actually means. We're talking about stadium mode for Twitch. I think
Theater
that was
mode.
Yes,
Theater
theater
mode,
mode.
thank you.
Theater mode.
which I
Yes.
think is absolutely incredible.
Incredible.
The ability
Mhm.
to hide my left navigation and keep this the chat in a bigger window for the video, awesome. The ability to hide the chat and do it the other way around, awesome. The ability to go almost at like full screen, it's all there.
Right.
I would recommend to the other services,
Beam does it
Take-
out
take a
the
look
gate.
at what can be done.
Beam does it out the gate though.
Theater mode's
It-
coming to Beam this week. Boom!
Boom! Boom!
Damn it.
I do
Well,
believe
that's
that he
fine.
mentioned
We're
that in the
gonna
Beam
have to,
stream.
like, do a post.
I do believe that he mentioned that in the Beam stream. I think yesterday or the day before when it was that they mentioned that. But to me, the way that and what I was saying right before he said that, the way that Beam is set up in my screen, I think it looks like theater mode, and I don't have a problem with it. I love the way that it's set up. Okay, I'm watching our channel right now, and I can see,
Beam and Hitbox TV both present a very, very beautiful, well done viewer experience without having to press any buttons.
yes.
And for in a stream itself.
I want to mention one thing here real quick, guys. We have like 38 some odd people in the Beam channel right now, okay? If all of you would follow the freaking channel, it's up at the top of the screen, follow the freaking channel, we would get more
You want it.
followers, okay? Could we please have everybody that's in the channel, if you haven't followed
If you
the
haven't
channel yet,
already,
please follow the channel. Thank you.
Yes.
You guys are awesome.
Yes, definitely. And we got one more category that we didn't actually rate, but we had to do it because it turned out to be really, really funny.
Yes.
is what?
Wow, look at Blipbot blow the hell up.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Flipbot. Thanks, man.
Thank you guys for your follows, man. You guys are awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much. That right there just shows how much mentioning the follow button does pay off. So yes, okay.
What, in our opinion, is the service made for? Now, originally, I designed this as a legitimate question to kind of identify. Okay, YouTube, it is a VOD system. This is this type of system. But then Chaos throws in some stupid thing, and then of course Pro10 has to be stupid also. So I just went along and did this rainbows and unicorns just like everybody else. And here, let's go through each one of these and let's describe what each person said.
So throw out the service and everybody can say what they said.
We're gonna go Twitch. Chaos.
Cocksucking.
Code.
Fucking bots, man. Bot orgies.
And mine was it's just group sex. That's all it is.
With bots.
Airborne.
With bots.
All right, let's go to YouTube. The very last one on the list.
I have no brain.
Markiplier.
Markiplier. What the? And mine was, I think it just puked in my mouth.
What's next?
All right, Hitbox, what's up?
It's for the other guy.
I like green.
I have no idea where I got this disease. And finally, we got Beam.
Beam is for real people.
No, beams for metrosexuals.
No, Beam is for cuddling with friends.
Aww. Do we want to go to the final rating and explain? I would like.
Do that,
yes.
and then we'll take some Q&A.
Oh, mine.
We already did the mine. We had.
There is our final rating.
Yeah, we discussed the bots.
Yes.
There you go. Well, obviously, okay. Let me do this first.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is what we actually scored as far as who won, who came in second, third, and fourth, and who won which medal. The corresponding numbers based on the number of golds, the number of bronzes, the number of silvers, and then the points corresponding, gold being 4, silver being 3, bronze being 2, and then the honorable mention being 1 point. YouTube still got the honorable mention with only 19 points total.
I don't even know why we would even call it an honorable mention. Why is this even a thing?
Why? Yeah, the thing is that the reason that we included this is I have to say, Headwound and I really thought that YouTube gaming was going to be something. We took some time during PAX,
We talked to some people.
We talked to some people. We were really excited about it. And if there's ever one way to not implement something, that's the way to not implement something. You guys dropped the fucking ball. Matter of fact, you weren't even on the fucking playing field. You're still not on the playing field. You're not even remotely competitive with any one of these three services, okay? YouTube gaming sucks. Period.
Yes, indeed. All right, bronze medal. Congratulations, Twitch.
You got a bronze medal. You are the old
medal.
man in the house. You are the one that was the trendsetter. You are the one that has had 2 years and $980 million and a big hard cock called Amazon shoved up your ass. And what the fuck have you done with it? Absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing.
The amazing thing about this is
HTML5 integration to Twitch.
Oh, we got some more emojis, didn't we? We got some more.
If we had done this same broadcast last year, 1 year ago from today, it is likely that Twitch would have gotten the gold.
Yes. Yes,
And
it's very
that's
likely.
How literally.
How bad?
That's
Yeah,
how it's going.
exactly.
Pretty soon, YouTube. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into it.
You know, I want
Silver,
to.
congratulations, Hitbox. You got the silver, man.
You still Hitbox got the silver, and you know that's awesome that they got the silver because they're a competitor. They're going up against the purple, whatever the fuck that thing is up there. They're going up against that, and the fact that they scored above them, and the thing is,
Yeah.
this is where I'm trying to get this point about Twitch doing nothing. Okay, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and copying other people is how people make it big. Hitbox has been doing things better than Twitch for just as long as Twitch has been owned by Amazon. Okay? And what I'm trying to say is all you had to do was copy some of the things that Hitbox is doing, let alone what Beam is doing out of the fucking box. Because it took what all these guys are doing, did it better. Okay? Did it better. And is like, hello, here we are. What you got, bitches?
Indeed.
Anyway, continue.
And finally, the gold medal goes to
Beam Pro, by
Beam.
far.
the Pro. Congratulations, 2 weeks out the door, live, officially live.
Officially
You guys
live, 2
get
weeks
it.
out the door, and we've rated it. And I want you guys to understand is that
We didn't get
I-
paid for this. For
no,
one.
we did
No.
not get paid for this. We did not get paid for this, and it's not. This has nothing to do. We took this very objectively. We fought with each other on these
Longest
scores.
Pre-stream discussion ever for
Right.
literally no sense.
Yeah, we were at it for like 2.5 hours. Okay, and what I'm trying to say is that I have to do a thing to say to Twitch. Twitch, thank you so very much for giving me the opportunities that you have in regards to allowing me to live my life the way that I want to by providing me with a streaming platform that allowed me to pay my own bills and give me that opportunity. Thank you for the friends that it has allowed me to get. I would not have met either one of these two yokels up here, or over here, I'm sorry, over there, if it wasn't for Twitch TV. Okay? The fact of the matter is that Twitch has almost dropped the ball as bad as YouTube gaming. And they have failed to innovate. They have failed to look forward. They have failed to look at the future. And they have failed to support the smaller streamers. And that is their problem.
Yeah. Well, now I think this is the perfect opportunity. Let's take some Q&A from the chat and actually see. Do you have any questions about the different services, first of all?
Yep.
Do you agree, disagree with our scoring?
Mm-hmm. And
What
we're
is your
very
opinion?
we're very welcome to listen. We're not scientific. We just kind of did this off the cuff and said, hell, we didn't even do the scoring system until after we talked about everything. So, you know, YMG, I will not be streaming tonight. I have a mandate with Mr. Broyo. I will be doing my first Beam and Twitch stream tomorrow, Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. First dual
Nice.
Twitch and Beam stream tomorrow. So, and we'll be celebrating my Twitch anniversary. We don't have anything
Does
planned.
Beam have subscriptions? Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Mm-hmm.
If you do get a subscribe button, you do get subscriptions just like normal.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other
Forgecraft
questions? Come on.
brought you over. Well, welcome, man.
We've already discussed the reason Twitch is dragging ass behind
Before we go completely into to Q&A, I would like to kind of do some closing statements on some of my opinions. I didn't lose my shit nearly as much as I wanted to
Right.
on this one. I do agree very much with Chaos. And I just want to say that if you look at a lot of things, like if you look at the chart right now for viewership for Twitch, it's holding steady or even in slight decline right
yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly, taking a look at it, I think it's in decline more than what could be considered seasonal.
Correct. I concur.
And I really, really genuinely believe that the only reason that Twitch is where they are right now is because they were first. They are the household name right now.
Mhm.
You know, I could put on my Twitch T-shirt and walk outside, and generally within an hour I'd run into somebody and be like, oh hey, you know, I watched that website, so on and so forth. Twitch is the only reason that these other platforms, which by far and away are doing better technically than Twitch in terms of latency between video and between the broadcast and the viewer, in terms of integration and interactivity with the chat, in terms of quality of streaming, in terms of their transcoding engines and so on and so forth. All these other platforms are blowing Twitch out of the water.
Yes,
Twitch
completely.
Twitch is benefiting from being there first.
Yes.
But I think the tide is turning, and I honestly think Twitch is either going to have to innovate and become a true competitor instead of the 800-pound freaking gorilla just sitting on the seesaw right now. They're going to have to become a competitor, or they're going to fall to the wayside.
Right.
Beam, Hitbox, and some of these other ones. We didn't even talk about Azubu or MLG or so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But all you know, Azubu, Hitbox, Beam, they're doing something really, really good, and they are going to bring competition into this network that's eventually going to make Twitch uncomfortable. Believe it.
Yes,
Oh,
I totally agree. Go ahead.
Totally agree. Let's see. So we had some questions that were flying by.
Dr. Blockhead is. I just joined the stream, but what platform best? What is the best platform from streaming in your opinion? I do believe that we differ on this opinion. I think two of us are the same, and I think one of us is off. My definite answer to that is Beam by far. I believe that Beam trumps all the other platforms for streaming in place of the chat delay, the innovation, the support from the team that is it. Beam is the way to go. Hedwin, what do you think?
I agree that as far as for a first-time streamer, definitely hit up Beam. You are likely to get more people in your stream. You will still get the same experience. If you know how to work a network, Twitch might actually be better.
Yes,
but
for
that's
networking.
only if you know how to work a network.
And you got to know how to do it really well. You got to do a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What about
Okay.
Hitbox?
You know, it's actually, knowing everything that I know, it's neck and neck between Hitbox and Beam. And I think that to say which one is ahead is subjective, especially knowing some of the numbers that Matt led us on with some of the traffic and everything like that. With Hitbox, 85% of their traffic being European, I think if you're a European streamer getting ready to start out, that's going to be your platform.
Yes, I concur.
And I agree. That's a good point.
Hitbox, I think, is going to be one of the streaming leaders in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And they are actually, like, they are breaking ground in tech. Hitbox was one of the first to bring 4K 60 FPS streaming to an actual streaming
Nobody
platform.
can view it.
Now,
Who cares?
is that available to everybody? No, but by God, if you've got a 4K stream, you can jump on Hitbox and watch, you know, some League of Legends or Dota or something. I think it's League of Legends, you know, esports tournaments in 4K 60 FPS. No other streaming service can say they allow that. So that's one of the things. I think for Europe, Hitbox is going to be the one. I think for the US, you know, me being a United States streamer, honestly, Beam's starting to take it for me. And I'm excited. I'm really, really excited for what they're doing, and I hope that they pull it off.
Okay. Somebody asked, work a
Oh,
network.
there goes Matt dropping another bomb.
Work a network. What I meant by that is that getting to know other streamers and getting their support.
You know,
That
yes, I agree.
we won't get,
but
I mean, there's
it
a lot
has to
more
be
to
a
it, but
two-way
yes,
road.
Ultimately, that's what it is.
It has to be a two-way road. Okay.
Yes.
It cannot be I'm big streamer and you're talking in my ear. No. It has to be a two-way road. Okay. And unless it's a two-way road, I would not network with somebody. There has to be give and take on both sides. Okay. And that's the way any relationship would work. I want to answer the Dr. Blockhead question real quick. Dr. Blockhead, we've done both. We have actually used XSplit to broadcast to all four, and it worked perfectly fine. Currently, we're using Restream.io to broadcast to all four, and I have integrated chat over here using Restream.io. It's probably the direction I'm going to go. In regards to this, was Restream instead of doing both of them. I want to say, as soon as I think the thing that's going to break the dam of Twitch and Beam, the thing that's going to break the dam is I know that a lot of people are sitting over at Twitch right now behind partnership contracts. Okay. And there is a clause specifically in our contract that specifically states you are not allowed to stream gaming related content on any other site besides Twitch. Okay, it says it right there in the contract. It's called an exclusivity clause, and it's in there. Hindsight's 2020. Okay, and back when I signed my contract 2 years ago, there was no real competitor to Twitch. There was nothing really out there that was a competitor, and there was really nothing on the horizon. Okay, ultimately, people like myself and Headwound are going to be the people that are either A, going to be let to go by Twitch and let to do this, or we're going to be made examples of. I'm personally willing to take that chance. I've set myself up financially where I can live without the Twitch revenue. It's fine. I'm okay with that, and I believe that Headwound has also. But as if Twitch, listen, the only way a Twitch is going to save its people, the only way it's going to save its business right now is that it has to come after us. Because as soon as they start seeing people like me and Headwound broadcasting on Multiple in a directly against our contracts with Twitch, as soon as people see that and see that nothing is happening to us, the floodgates will open. And unless Twitch does something to stop that flood, you're going to see a flood. And that's my prediction. What do you guys think?
I genuinely believe that all it's going to take is some of these high volume talents to take a look and realize, these other platforms, how much better they do it. And I'm not going to necessarily put the prediction on there that it's going to be this mass exodus. But once you get some high volume talents that realize how much better these other services do it and they make the jump, Twitch is going to get uncomfortable fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think what it's going to come down to, we need to get more people over to Beam.
Mm-hmm.
And as people come over to Beam and more broadcasters come over to Beam, and they are, either multicasting like I am to Twitch, Beam, YouTube, and also Hitbox all at the same time, once they get enough viewership, it's going to get really uncomfortable.
By the way, guys, we just hit 40 viewers. 40 viewers on Beam. Okay, all you people that are following right now on Beam, please, or are watching on Beam, please hit that follow button up in the top corner up there. Hit that follow button. Follow Headwound on Beam. Follow myself on Beam. Follow us on Twitch also if you feel so inclined. Wow. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome, and thanks for supporting the show and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Indeed.
Now,
Go ahead.
since we're doing Q&A, I have a Q for Matt to A.
Oh, there you go.
I actually have a couple of questions, and a lot of it is based upon some of the stuff that I really find valuable to my streams. Matt, is there any integration with like notifications, trackers, things of that nature for Beam yet?
StreamJar. StreamJar is, yeah.
Okay.
StreamJar.
And then is there what else? There was another thing I wanted to ask.
Beam alerts and StreamJar, yes.
Okay.
And then there is a subscription service on Beam. Is there is the and you don't have to answer this, or you know, if you don't want to, but is there like, are the revenue splits for streamers, is it like something that's you negotiate, or is it just flat rate? You know, is there a certain context to who gets what, so on and so forth? It's not necessarily a bad thing that one streamer gets a bigger revenue split than another, as you know, if
50
it's a
50.
benefit.
50
Okay.
fucking 50. What?
Okay.
What? Is that just on the, is that
There you
like
go.
ads also, or is that just on the sub money? Is that 50-50 split on ad revenue also? So if you get paid $1 million, I get half that
Yes.
$1 million?
Yeah,
And again,
and
guys-
that actually is something to consider. What is the ad revenue included in the revenue split?
Right. Yeah.
That's everything. Okay, I like it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
And for those who have the question again, can you stream to multiple services at the same time? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
We are.
Yes, we are currently.
Restream.io.
We're doing
Easiest way to do
we're
it.
doing YouTube, Hitbox, Twitch, and Beam all right now as you're seeing it, and recording locally, mind you.
Now,
There you go.
now, actually, that brings one more question. Now that I'm thinking about it, and I think Matt actually answered this before in the chat, but it's
Mhm.
scrolling pretty quick, and I missed it.
Uh-huh.
What is there? I know with Hitbox, it was essentially just, you know, I volunteer as tribute, and I was a partner on Hitbox. What's the requirements to get the sub button? For
From
Beam?
what I'm understanding is that the word right now is it's 30 or more viewers, and plus I believe that they want you to put some time in on Beam. They want you to, you're not just going to walk in the door and be Captain Sparkle and say, here, I'm freaking on Beam, partner me. I believe that that's not the case. I know that I've talked to some other people who have talked to the partnership people, and they've said that. So consistency, roughly 30 viewers, plus a focus on community and interactivity right there.
Okay,
That's
got it.
that's huge. That right there, the fact that they want community and interactivity is huge. Okay, because that's what makes a good stream, and the fact that they're looking at that is awesome. So yeah.
Mhm. Trying very hard to avoid needing to partner anyone right out of the gate. Okay,
Yeah. Mhm.
And you know what? Yeah, you have to. I fully agree that you have to kind of show that you're, you know, you're the real deal before
Right.
you you
Exactly.
step up to the plate
Right.
with partnership. Now, we do have a question in Twitch chat.
Okay.
Are you allowed to stream on different platforms if you're partnered? The answer to that is an actual it depends. It depends on the terms in your contract for partnership. When I originally started on Hitbox and first became a partner, there was a non-exclusivity clause in the first contract that I signed saying, hey, you know, you can stream elsewhere and still be a partner with us, no big deal. However, when I contracted in through my team on Hitbox to become, you know, to become one of the premium one of the premium
Broadcasters.
broadcasters for Hitbox, there was an exclusivity clause that said, you know, but it was caveated. So my scheduled times, I need to be on Hitbox. Okay. If I'm off schedule, I can be wherever I want, but my scheduled times that I have set in, this is when I'm going to stream my normal cast, they need to be on Hitbox. So yes, you can, if your contract allows you.
So, and I'm going to put this out there. We specifically, I believe back in November, Shadow Sonora and I actually went and visited a lawyer and took my Twitch contract to the lawyer. And the lawyer specifically stated, yes, this is a legally binding no compete clause. You can't. And so we then wrote Twitch a message, and we stated, we have seen people broadcasting on other platforms, and we would like to negotiate a contract that allows us to do that. It is written in writing in an email that I could pull up on my screen right now, where they specifically stated from Twitch TV that everybody, which I find quite unrealistic, everybody has the same contract on Twitch. Okay, I really can't see somebody like Captain Sparkles, okay, signing an exclusivity contract. Now, one thing is the difference, okay? Does Captain Sparkles or these people that are big that are streaming elsewhere, is the exclusive contract in regards to ad revenue and sub button? Because getting your sub button on Twitch is different than ad revenue on Twitch. They are two different things, okay? When you get partnered first, the partnership is only revenue share. Later down the road, you'll get your sub button. At least that's how it used to work 2 years ago. Those of us, like Headwound and I, are deciding to ignore that clause in our contract, and we're deciding to broadcast on both. And we are willing to accept the ramifications of our actions should they go that direction. There you go.
Yes. And yeah, that's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an especially exciting episode. This has been... Wait, what episode was this? That is right. This has been episode number 11 of Literally No Sense. Make sure that you do follow us on Beam,
YouTube,
Hitbox, and also Twitch if you haven't already. If you're on YouTube, I guess you have to subscribe.
So one of the things, one of the things that is really big on Beam is rating. Okay, so could we get Shadowsnore? Could you please find us a stream to raid, please?
I think that's a great idea. We've never
why not?
done a Literally No Sense
raid before.
Actually, I got a perfect one.
You do?
This raid makes no sense.
This raid makes no sense.
Or
okay.
this raid makes literally no sense.
No sense. Okay.
Okay.
Who do you want to raid?
We're going to do as the raid message. So
this raid makes. So this is what you're going to put in here. This raid makes literally no sense.
Literally no sense.
Oh, okay. Do you know who you want to? Because I have somebody I want to raid. I would definitely want to raid this person.
If you've got somebody you want to raid,
they're in the chat in this chat right now.
Wait, they're in the chat. How can
No. They're in the name of the person is in our chat. You and I were.
Oh, really?
Yes. So let's go ahead and raid him.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and
first off, guys, make sure that you grab that message. This raid makes literally no sense, and we're gonna head over now. If you're on Twitch, we'll post the message. We'll post the link for this person in Twitch also. Head on over to Beam. There you go. Okay, so who is it we are going to raid?
We are going to be raiding, and I'm going to go ahead and just grab this here. Sweetheart, can you go ahead and pop it into chat, please? Beam.
And also Twitch.
And so, yes, put it on both. We are going to go raid Ghost from Texas, guys. Please go over and do a literally no sense raid on Ghost from Texas, please. Go ahead and... this raid makes literally no sense. Good job, you guys. Nice job.
Definitely good guy. Good job, guys.
Woo! Good job, you guys.
So much
just once in the channel, please.
I am Headwound.
I'm Chaos Chunk.
I'm Code 10.
This has been Literally No Sense. Everybody have a fucking awesome day, and thank you very much for being here.
Peace, bitches.
Later.
Later.